I want to welcome back Ranjan Joy, co-founder and editor of Margins. Good morning to you. We've been trying to understand what's happened here. This is clearly a flip in terms of the way the market was thinking about this. Let's start with this. How much of this is Facebook or Meta specific? How much do you think this actually is the ad market more broadly?
I actually think the numbers, the market went crazy yesterday, but they're not that good. They're fine. But I think what happened yesterday is Mark Zuckerberg quietly, subtly, but definitively deprioritized the metaverse. If you look through the entire earnings report, even in their release initially in the intro, he says AI and Reels and content discovery and year of efficiency, never mentions the metaverse. In the actual earnings call, in the prepared remarks, he says AI 29 times. He says the metaverse 7 times. So I think this was a huge sign because remember, the big theme, year of efficiency, they're going to cut things that don't work. And I think Mark Zuckerberg is telling investors that we're back to being disciplined. We're back to being smart about where we're going, and everything about artificial intelligence. It is it's the topic of the moment, and they're well positioned there, and it's core to their business. And they're saying that we are going to be investing heavily, and they say we want to become a leader in generative AI and AI recommendations.
How do you feel about the buyback? And do you think they're actually going to buy back the stock? I mean, it's they don't have to do it.
I think yesterday was a masterclass in earnings narrative management and earnings communications, because first of all, huge beat on revenue. They were down year on year relative to Q4 of last year, whereas yesterday Snap was actually flat to Q4 of last year. But expectations were lower, and they were able to beat on that side. Again, stock buyback. We're going to buy back 40 billion shares. As you said, they've authorized the purchase of it. They don't necessarily have to, but investors are happy. I think they did an amazing job painting an entire picture of we're back to being disciplined. We're back to being investor friendly after basically for 2 years saying, we don't care what you think. We're going to put you all with, put on helmets and sit in virtual office meetings with no legs or whatever that whole vision was. Now they're saying investors will listen to you.
Do you think that vision is then gone? Do you think that that's just off to the side? Do you think all the investment that's been made in that is a write-off to you? Or are you suggesting that they're just going to do that quietly and maybe folks are not going to pay attention to it in the same way because they're not going to continue to invest in it at the same pace?
Okay, I think he has to stick to metaverse. They still said it's the priority after AI and it's the future of all platforms. To me, there's this little tell during the earnings call. When talking about what are the successes of the metaverse, he talked about how 161 million people use a digital avatar in WhatsApp. Now, if you know, Andrew, like the digital avatars, that's the Bitmoji Snap has, Apple has Memojis. It's those weird little customized things that
I got one.
That's not, I have one too. That's not the metaverse that we've been promised, but he used that as a sign of how they're going to marry today's platforms with the platforms of the future. I think that was a huge tell that he is realistic now, that he is saying, listen, we're focusing on what's happening today and we're getting the company in order again.